Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at game number 13 in our 20 from 1995 series. This is the first sequel in the Night Warriors series. This was released on the Capcom CPS2 hardware, and this is called Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge. There was a third game in the series called Darkstalkers 3 or Vampire Savior. Or maybe it was Vampire Savior 2, and maybe this was called Vampire Savior. I can't remember for sure. But like a lot of beat-em-up games of the versus fighting games of the time, this has an 8-way joystick and 6 action buttons. 3 of varying strengths for your punch, and 3 of varying strengths for your kick. So there is a weak punch or weak kick, medium punch, medium kick, and a strong punch and strong kick. This game has 2 new characters. There is a Chinese ghost by the name of Hsien-Ko, and then there is like a monk slash demon hunter named Donovan. But all the other characters from the previous game, Darkstalkers, are in this one. This game allows for a downwards attack that for some reason I could never seem to get to work. When your opponent is downed, you can press like down and I think the kick button, any of the kick buttons I believe, and you will attack the enemy when they are down. Or no, it's up and kick, excuse me. You can attack a downed enemy. And if you press all kick buttons at once when you're doing that, you will cause extra damage. There's a number of cool enhancements in this game over the previous game. If you select Turbo, you don't get a degree of Turbo to choose from as in the first game, like Turbo Speed 1, 2, or 3. Or speed 1, 2, or 3. It's an automatic faster game. We'll look at that a little bit later. Or you can choose normal or automatic blocking. I always choose normal. And Morrigan has always been my favorite character. Not just because of the boobs, although that does help. She's just got such great reach with her attacks. You can tap forward or tap backward twice to dash forward or dash backwards, and you can do an attack while you're dashing. And I just love her moves, and that is a great move. You can have more bars of special attack that you can build up when you attack your opponent or when they block your attacks. That also adds to the meter. You can get unlimited bars added onto each other. Of course, when you use a special attack or an extra special attack, and there are like 2 or 3 or so moves that you can do that will wipe out a full bar excuse me, of your special meter. I very seldom can get an attack in with that move. It looks cool, but you have to take your opponent by surprise and land like right behind them in order to make that attack work. Yeah, the two new characters, maybe I mentioned that already, are Hsien-Ko, a Chinese ghost, and you can chain together a lot of hits with one attack. And the other is Donovan, a monk slash demon hunter. And we'll look at them a little bit later. Even with the new characters, I still like Morrigan best. Yeah, her kicks have such great range. There's a number of things that have not changed from the original character poses, victory poses, the endings might often be similar, and that's kind of lame, but there's plenty enough new things about this sequel that are definitely worth checking it out. Here is Sasquatch. We have Dimitri the vampire, John Talbane the werewolf, Victor the Frankenstein monster, Hsien-Ko the Chinese ghost, Lord Raptor the zombie, or ghoul, Morrigan the succubus, Anacharis the mummy, Felicia the cat girl, Bishamon the samurai ghost, Rikuo the merman, Donovan the monk slash demon hunter, Sasquatch the yeti, Huitzel the robot, and Pyron the fire demon. And the last two were bosses from the previous game, and you can play as them in this game. Yeah, in order to charge your special bar, which is flashing in blue under your life, you do special moves, you can hit your opponent, you can block your opponent's hits, and the opponent can block your hits. Those will all add to that meter. And once it is filled up, it turns into a number. And I'm on 1 right now, and you can just keep filling those up. You will deplete them when you do your special moves. I mean, there are some special moves that will deplete that bar. Some of them do not. And if you deplete a bar, it will drop you down 1 whole level. And now I'm facing John Talbane, the werewolf. I guess there might be some moves that you can only do as the opponent attacks you, and it'll be like a counter move. The backgrounds are probably a little different. I'm a big fan of the Darkstalkers games. I'd always thought all along there should be some sort of fighting game with monsters. I think I thought that before this game even came out, or the first game even came out. There's a kind of cool move that I very rarely get to make work, where you can, what is it called? Astral Vision or something? Where Morrigan splits in half, and then both parts come back together to attack the opponent at once. Yeah, there is a kind of attack that you can do when the opponent is down, and you're supposed to be able to press up and one of the kick buttons, and maybe all of the kick buttons to do extra damage, and you can nail your opponent while they're down. I probably saw every one of the Darkstalkers games in the arcades at one point. Hsien-Ko has some cool moves. I like that where she swings on a chain and attacks you with a blade. But yeah, your special attacks will be stronger when you have your at least one of your special meters filled up. And you can get bonuses for getting in the first attack, or for getting in chains of attacks. And I guess this game is more combo friendly than the first game in the series. The animation, I love that attack. That's pretty cool. Her blades coming out of the ground. What's your favorite? Oh, and I still missed her with that attack. Yeah, Morrigan's got some very cool super special attacks that can only be performed when she has at least one special meter full. But they can be really hard to pull off or connect. There's Dimitri the vampire. For all the monsters in this game, I don't think there's really that many characters that are like actually bad. Like evil. Yeah, there was a third game in this series. It's called Darkstalkers 3. Some of the special moves, you might be able to make them stronger by either pressing the final attack button twice, or possibly having more of the same type of attack button being pressed at once. Like maybe instead of just a punch button, press all 3 punch buttons at the end of your attack and see what happens. I kind of like that victory pose. She laughs and jumps around as her heaving cleavage jiggles. She's got a cool throw move where if she gets in close and performs the joystick move at just the right time and the button, she'll pick the enemy up, fly in the air, and then slam them down. It looks pretty darn cool. And she loses her clothes if an opponent burns her with their attack. And there is a guard reversal. If you time an attack just at the same time that the opponent hits you, then you might be able to cancel out their attack and make your attack count. And I flew over him again with that attack. Rat balls. Yeah, I think the maximum number that can be shown is 4, maybe? But you can still add more bars on top of that. More special bars on top of that. So it can actually be like maybe 5, 6, 7, but it might not show. Yeah, note that sometimes your attack will be able to go through, or your projectile attack will be able to go through their projectile attack. And possibly vice versa. Hey, there, I got it to work. Cool. That was a lot of hits at once. And I got that to work too. Cool. But yeah, that kind of super special attack will deplete 1 full bar of your special meter. And you can get a special bonus for having for finishing the enemy off with one of those special attacks. This is Rikuo the Merman. Some of these characters had alternate names, and he has an alternate name, and I can't remember what it is. I mean, like in Japan, it's not Rikuo, I don't think. There, I hit him with that. Yeah, which is your favorite character to use in the Darkstalkers series? Mine will always be Morrigan. She just has such great reach. And great boobs, of course. One character that I hate fighting with when I'm using her is the ghoul, Lord Raptor. He's always such a pain in the ass. You will be able to use or to have mirror matches in this game. I can't remember if you were able to do that in the previous game. You will not have to fight all your opponents. There will be like 4 opponents, I think that... Oops. That's his, one of his extra special attacks. I think there are 4 opponents that you will not have to fight if you do a playthrough. And we will look at the 4 enemies that I did not fight a little bit later. Yeah, double tap forward or backward to dash or retreat quickly, and do a kick or a punch when you're dashing forward to do a quick kick attack. Ah, we blocked it. Darn it. How's the weather in your neighborhood? I flew right over him. Right now, we're getting a lot of rain. But, looking forward to when we get summer weather. I have to fire up the barbecue and make burgers and brats. Got pretty much all of the major home projects done. Looking forward to just chilling out during the summer, well, when I'm not at work. Got any summer plans? And this is one of the new characters, Donovan. He's got a little, is that his sister, or little girl with him in the background watching him fight? Even a succubus like Morrigan isn't inherently evil. In fact, she likes to go to the world of humans just to have fun. And there was another extra special move that I usually have a hard time getting to work. There's some very, very cool special moves that each character has. Some that they can use just to build up their special meter, and some that will deplete or one full bar of the special meter. And note that you can keep all your special bars in between the rounds until, you know, you've beaten an enemy or they've beaten you. Here's my nemesis, Lord Raptor. I mean, he is cool, but he's just... I just always have a hard time against him. Usually, anyway. Yeah. I can never seem to get that downwards attack to work. That was an interesting... I like that he's got an electric guitar. That was an interesting special attack that he did. Slam dunked me through a basketball hoop. Weird. Yeah, there, I got that to work. That's the one that I seem to have the most success getting to work. Even if I don't always hit them with it, I can always pull it off, it seems. There, got him again. Ah, you bastard. Let go of me. Oh man, that was close. Note that you will get a sometimes get a letter indicating how well you beat your opponent, instead of maybe just V for victor or victory. It might show a different letter if you beat him particularly badly, or maybe finished him off with a bunch of special moves or something, I don't know. Nice. Yeah, I usually have big trouble with Lord Raptor, but I beat him that time. I remember, I don't think I got to see it much. I remember that there was a cartoon series of Darkstalkers, and from what I'd heard, it was really pretty bad. And this is the robot Huitzel. He was just a boss character in the last game, but you can play as Huitzel. You can play as the final enemy, Pyron, as well in this game. For some reason, Huitzel did not seem very tough for a nearly final character. Well, the game doesn't necessarily save Huitzel and Pyron for last. Well, maybe they do. I mean, depending on, maybe they are still the last ones, because you can mirror match in this one, like if you selected Huitzel or Pyron. But what type of characters should they add in the Darkstalkers series if they decide to have more games in the future? I think they should have like a Jason Voorhees type of fighter with a big hockey mask and a butcher knife or machete or something. There I got an S for one of my wins. The letter S, because I finished him off with a special move, I guess. And here is the final enemy, Pyron. Yeah, the graphics in this game look quite a bit improved over the first game. Animation is a lot better. Just looks a lot nicer. Looking forward to the second time capsule of 1995. Yeah, she kind of loses her clothes every time she gets burned by an attack. He likes to use his teleport. Thought he was gonna throw me and beat me. Ah, ran out of time. Dang it. See it. I think it says T for time when you get a victory with the time just running out. Kind of looks like a disco ball sometimes when he bounces around. Ah, dang it, I keep flying right over them. There we go. Which is your favorite entry in the Darkstalkers series? I don't think I've played the third game. I don't think. I think the third game was released in 1997. We'll probably look at that one of these days in my upcoming 1997 series. Ouch. Yeah, she lost her clothes again. Oh, you bastard. That was close. Well, he beat me, but I will let the time run out instead of continue, but we will see me beat the game in just a minute here. I don't know why that happened, but they put my initials over the text there. That might not have... Maybe that wasn't supposed to happen in the arcade game. I'm playing this through MAME. And something else, I don't know why the wins say 0. That was weird. But at any rate, here's me beating Pyron. I put on infinite energy cheat there. Nice finish bonus, and here she gives him the kiss of death. Now this ending for Morrigan I think is exactly the same, or pretty darn close to, as the ending in the first Darkstalkers game. It's kind of annoying in my opinion. She returns to her mansion. Yeah, this is the same ending as in the first game. That's kind of stupid, I think. But that is Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge, created by Capcom in 1995. And again, this ran on their Capcom CPS-2 hardware. And yeah, you can start the game off by choosing normal or turbo speed. And we'll see that in a little bit here, the turbo speed. But you have to fight only 10 of 14 enemies in this game. Don't have to fight them all. I believe that's correct anyway. But you can also choose to play auto blocking or manual blocking, and I always do manual blocking. The ending for Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge. We'll see the credits. But yeah, this is definitely a good series. I enjoy beat 'em ups with monster type characters. There's been a number of like PC type of games released in recent years that have a number of movie bad guys, movie villains from the Scream movies, or from Nightmare on Elm Street movies, or Friday the 13th movies, in various like beat 'em ups or versus fighting games or something. Really, really cool. I like the time. I appreciate the time and effort that they put in to replicate the feel of the movies. But this was Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge by Capcom in 1995. I'm really looking forward to the second time capsule in my 20 from 1995 series. Yeah, one of these days I might take a break in this series and do some other videos, or maybe start up some other series. We'll see what happens. And yeah, we'll play Turbo a little bit, and we'll look at the enemies that I did not fight against yet. And again, normal or automatic blocking is all that is. And I prefer normal. Yeah, the action is a little bit faster. This is Victor, the Frankenstein's monster character. We'll just see a little bit of each of the characters that I did not play against yet. And note that when you start a round, it says Turbo at the bottom if you selected Turbo. It's not tons faster, I don't think, but it definitely is quicker than normal. And now this is a mirror match. I will fight myself. Morrigan versus Morrigan. I think I read that you can change your costume right as you defeat the opponent by wailing on left or right. You can change to a different costume, and this is Anakaris, the mummy. Yeah, a lot of their attacks are very much the same as in the first game, and once again, like in the first game, he can turn Morrigan into a bat, and she can't attack for a while. Then she'll turn back into Succubus. And here's Bishamon, the samurai ghost. Typical great Capcom music. I do like that grab and slam attack. But that was Night Warriors Darkstalkers Revenge, game number 13 in our 20 from 1995 series, created by Capcom. Well, I thank you very much for watching, and I hope you join me soon for game number 12. Y'all take it easy, everybody, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.